Some of Hollywood's biggest stars didn't start their lives chasing auditions or red carpets. Before cameras, fame, and million-dollar contracts, they were grinding in gyms, stadiums, pools, and fight camps. These actors didn't just play athletes on screen. They lived it. Here are 10 famous actors who were professional athletes long before Hollywood called. 1. Arnold Schwarzenegger, professional bodybuilder. Before Arnold Schwarzenegger became the face of action cinema, he was already a global icon in a completely different arena. Born in Austria, Arnold discovered bodybuilding as a teenager and treated it not as a hobby, but as an escape plan. He trained obsessively, often against the advice of others, believing his physique would be his ticket out. Arnold became a professional bodybuilder in the late 1960s and dominated the sport throughout the 1970s. He won Mr. Olympia 7 times, a record at the time, and helped bring bodybuilding into mainstream culture. His physique wasn't just impressive, it was unprecedented. Wide shoulders, massive arms, and a level of symmetry that judges had never seen before. What separated Arnold from other athletes was his ambition. He didn't just want trophies. He wanted global recognition. He learned English, studied business, and visualized a future far beyond the gym. When he transitioned to acting, many doubted him. His accent was thick. His body was considered too big. His name was unpronounceable. He proved everyone wrong. Arnold's athletic discipline shaped his acting career. His work ethic, mental toughness, and ability to endure pain translated perfectly to demanding film sets. From Conan the Barbarian to the Terminator, his physical presence wasn't acting. It was the result of years of elite athletic conditioning. 2. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, professional wrestler, WWE. Long before he became one of the highest-paid actors in the world, Dwayne Johnson was fighting for relevance in professional wrestling. Coming from a legendary wrestling family, expectations were heavy, and early failure was brutal. His first WWE persona was rejected by fans, and his career nearly collapsed before it began. But wrestling is not just performance. It's athletic endurance, choreography under pressure, and physical punishment night after night. Johnson trained like a professional athlete, maintained elite conditioning, and performed hundreds of matches a year. He learned how to command a crowd, tell a story with his body, and absorb real physical impact. As The Rock, he became one of the most electrifying figures in sports entertainment history. His success was built on athletic explosiveness, timing, and presence. When he transitioned to Hollywood, he brought those same tools with him. Action roles, stunt-heavy scenes, and physically demanding schedules were familiar territory. Johnson didn't learn how to be physical on screen. He already was. His wrestling background gave him durability, confidence, and an unmatched ability to perform under pressure. 3. Jason Statham, competitive diver. Jason Statham's tough guy image hides a surprising athletic origin. Before acting, Statham was a competitive diver and spent over a decade training at a national level in the UK. He competed in diving competitions and was even a member of Britain's national diving team. Diving is a brutal sport. It requires explosive power, precision, fear control, and body awareness. Athletes launch themselves from heights, rotate at extreme speeds, and enter water at precise angles to avoid injury. Statham's training gave him elite balance, coordination, and mental focus. These skills later defined his acting career. Statham became known for doing his own stunts, performing complex fight choreography, and maintaining peak conditioning well into his 40s and 50s. His movements on screen are sharp, controlled, and efficient, traits rooted in his athletic background. He didn't need stunt doubles to sell realism. His body already knew how to move under pressure. 4. Terry Crews, professional football player, NFL. Before Terry Crews became known for comedy, charisma, and commanding screen presence.
Have you ever had oysters? Did you know oysters are an aphrodisiac?
He was a professional football player in the NFL. Cruz played as a defensive end and linebacker after earning a scholarship to play college football. Football at that level demands discipline, explosive strength, and resilience. Cruz trained year-round, enduring intense conditioning programs and constant competition for roster spots. Although his NFL career was relatively short, the experience shaped him profoundly. After football, Cruz struggled. He worked security jobs, battled financial instability, and questioned his identity after sports. But his athletic discipline never left. When acting opportunities came, he applied the same work ethic he learned in football. His physique, confidence, and physical expressiveness made him stand out. Roles in Friday After Next, White Chicks, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine showcased both his physicality and emotional range. Football didn't just build his body, it built his resilience. 5. Carl Weathers, professional football player, NFL and CFL. Carl Weathers will forever be remembered as Apollo Creed, but before stepping into the ring with Rocky Balboa, he played professional football. Weathers competed in both the NFL and CFL, facing the physical and mental grind of elite-level football. Football taught Weathers how to carry himself like a competitor. That presence translated perfectly to film. When he portrayed Apollo Creed, he wasn't pretending to be an elite athlete. He understood the psychology of competition, confidence, and pride. His athletic background allowed him to move authentically on screen. Training montages, fight scenes, and physical performances felt real because they were informed by real experience. Weathers brought athletic legitimacy to his roles, helping define one of cinema's most iconic sports rivalries. 6. Gina Carano, professional MMA fighter. Before Hollywood, Gina Carano was one of the most recognizable faces in women's mixed martial arts. She competed professionally during MMA's early rise and played a major role in bringing mainstream attention to women's fighting. Carano trained in Muay Thai and MMA, enduring full-contact fights, intense conditioning, and public scrutiny. Her fighting style, athleticism, and toughness made her a standout in a male-dominated sport. When she transitioned to acting, action roles came naturally. Fight scenes required little choreography training because she already knew how to strike, move, and absorb contact. Films like Haywire showcased a level of realism rarely seen in action cinema. Her athletic credibility separated her from actors who merely trained for roles. She lived it first. 7. Vinnie Jones, professional soccer player. Vinnie Jones was a notorious professional soccer player in England before becoming an actor. Known for his aggressive style, Jones played at the highest levels of English football, earning a reputation as one of the sport's most intimidating enforcers. Professional soccer demands stamina, speed, and toughness. Jones was not flashy, but he was relentless. That same intensity became his trademark in film. When he entered acting, directors didn't need to reinvent him. His presence, physicality, and confrontational energy felt authentic. Roles in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch leaned heavily on his real-life persona. Jones didn't act tough. He was tough. 8. Dolph Lundgren, professional martial artist. Dolph Lundgren is often associated with brute strength, but his athletic background is far more technical. He was a European karate champion and held high-level black belts in multiple disciplines. Martial arts require precision, timing, and mental discipline. Lundgren combined this with academic intelligence, holding a degree in chemical engineering. His athletic training gave him controlled movement and striking ability that translated perfectly to action cinema. As Ivan Drago in Rocky IV, his presence was terrifying, not because of dialogue, but because of posture, movement, and control. His martial arts foundation gave his performances authenticity and efficiency. 9. Jim Brown, professional football legend, NFL. Jim Brown wasn't just a professional athlete. He was one of the greatest football players of all time. A dominant NFL running back, Brown retired at the peak of his career to pursue acting, a decision that shocked the sports world. His physical dominance, confidence, and intelligence made him a natural on screen. Brown brought authority to every role, redefining how athletes could transition into film. His performances opened doors for future athletes in Hollywood. Brown's athletic career gave him cultural weight. He wasn't chasing validation. He carried it with him. 10. Chuck Norris, professional martial artist. Before memes, before movies, Chuck Norris was a world-class martial artist. He won multiple karate championships and trained extensively in combat disciplines. Norris's athletic legitimacy made him a pioneer of martial arts cinema in the West. His fights were clean, powerful, and real. He didn't rely on editing tricks or stunt doubles. His career helped introduce martial arts to mainstream audiences, influencing generations of action stars.